Hey y'all, another update on the food trailer. First and foremost, if you've been following along on my other social media platforms, you'll know we got that A. That's right, we are now certified by the Health Department of South Carolina to open up. But that don't mean we're ready to open. We have a lot going on. We've been to Sam's Club, we've been to Restaurant Depot, we've been to Walmart, Lowe's, been all over the place getting all kind of things so we can get this thing up and going. And we're starting to find out we're not quite as ready as we thought we were, because once we start stocking, well, where to put this, where to store this, how to store this, what to do. That's what we're going to go over in the video today, showing you some of the things that we're doing right now, some of the things we've did, and some things we're planning on doing. So without any further ado, let's get inside and check things out. Now don't judge us too hard right now, because like I said, we've been out and buying a bunch of stuff at a lot of places. And as you can see, we're filling up quick. I mean, there's stuff everywhere right now. And we're trying to kind of figure out where we want stuff, how we want it, and that's where we're running into a lot of, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. And that's what we're kind of going to go over. You're going to see us do some of the changes. We're going to talk about some of the changes we've made and some of the changes, well, we're contemplating on doing. And as you know, if you've been following along, we're new to all this. We're a lot farther now than we were. If you haven't seen the videos of where we first started to where we are now, there's a playlist. I put it down in the description where you can follow along from the time we bought this trailer, how nasty it was, to all the cleaning we've done, to, well, to now we're stocking and getting things straightened out. But one thing we are quickly realizing is you cannot have enough storage space on a food trailer. It does not take long to fill up these racks. And so that's one thing we're really going to focus on today and in this video, is installing more racks and rack systems. Maybe taking some equipment out and just changing things around, making it more organized. But before we get into all that, I do want to say I went to Walmart. We found this little storage bin right here. We found these little things here. We'll take these out. In the office supply, we found those in office supply. I found this in the kitchen department, or the bedding home department. And as you see, we have our dressings and stuff, and we're going to build dividers in there so we can keep our dressings. These right here were in the home office section, and you can see what we've done with those. We have all our condiments right here, and they will be secured to the countertop. Move some of the stuff out of the way so you can see. But yeah, we're going to secure them down to this countertop right here so they won't move, and they'll be permanent right here. And like I said, a lot of this is just kind of trial and error. We're going to see how it works out, see if it works good here. If not, well, the good part about it is we can move things around. But one of the main things we're going to work on right now is getting rid of this warmer cabinet right here. We're going to take it out and, well, originally we planned on using it for storage, as you can see. But we found some racks that fit perfectly in that place, some wire racks that goes from the floor up to about this shelf right here, and we'll open it up and give us actually more room than that warming rack does. Here is the racks that we found at Walmart to put in there. And yeah, each shelf is 250 pounds, and it's just a 3-tier rack, adjustable shelves. It fits perfectly by the dimensions right there where we need it. So this is going to work out perfect. So I say we open up the back door, unbolt this warmer cabinet, and get it off the truck. Love it when you take this back door open and just take stuff out. And now you may be wondering how this is bolted in place. There's 2 L brackets on the back of this that bolted down to the top of this unit. So all we gotta do is take the screws out top of the unit, and it should come free of the wall. There we go. All the screws are out. So let's move on a little ladder right here. And look at that. It comes off the wall. Just like that. So now we're not gonna record this part. We're gonna take it down this ramp, get it off the truck. And just like that, that warmer cabinet is now off the truck, and there it sits. So probably what I'll do is I'll cover it up. Well, I'll take pictures of it first, take everything out of it first, then take pictures and probably put it on Facebook Marketplace. Not sure the value yet. I have to look all that up. But right now we have room to put these wire racks in. So I did go ahead and close up the back door, because the shelving unit we're going to put in is going to be a real tight fit between the steam table here and this back door. So I want to make sure I mount it in exactly the right place, if that makes sense. And to do that, I had to close this back door. And I have one of them kind of assembled. I mean, I have it put together. Don't have the shelves exactly adjusted like I want, but I do have it together enough to slide in there and see how it's gonna fit. Let's see, like I said, it's gonna be a very tight fit, and that's kind of what we want. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Slide it back like that, there we go. Give you a little better view of what we have going on here. So yeah, there's gonna be another rack, but like I can put my frying oils and just bigger stuff down here. And there'll be another rack that comes out in front of it, which we'll show you in a little bit once we get it together. And then we'll figure out where we want to adjust these racks as we go on up with them. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a lot better than the warming rack that we had in there, the warming cabinet. I think these open racks is gonna give us a lot more and better storage. We have the first set of racks now actually in place, and you see what difference this is making. Now, it's not bolted to the wall yet. I mean, they're in there tight. It's barely moves, but I still want to bolt them to the wall. So I bought these EMT straps, electrical conduit straps. We're gonna strap it to the wall right back here. Oh yeah, that's good and tight there. That's what you want. And so now, just get these other racks built, put in place, and we'll tie wrap it together, and then we'll see how it turns out. All right, the second rack is built. Let's get it in place. It's a very, very tight fit, but that is okay. Look at that. I'm loving this, y'all. So now what I will do is just come in here and we'll just tie wrap or zip tie these together. Like that. There is the final installation. You can see the zip ties that we put in here to hold it. Now, one thing I do have a concern about, and I may have to find a solution to, is right up against this steam table right here. It's going to get very hot. So I'll have to be careful about what I set on this particular shelf. Or what I might do is I might just run me a piece of sheet metal through here as to kind of separate this from that. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to heat this up and see how hot it gets in this area to see what and if I can store anything here, but we'll see. And that goes back to that kind of trial and error, just live and learn, kind of see how things work out. I want the racks there. They really are going to work out a whole lot better there. Just that one side right there may have an issue, but we'll work around that somehow or another. But I really want to show you the kind of solution. We found these at Walmart in the office section. We can take these, put them up here on the racks, well, I put it down here, and I can zip tie these to the rack and store stuff in these bins. So I can put it way back here, zip tie that bin down, and still store my sauces, my seasonings, whatever I need to store in here, travel down the road, not worry about them spilling out everywhere. So that's a lot of the thinking going in behind installing these racks over here and taking that warming oven out, is I'll have more places to store stuff and it'll be a little bit sturdier and be able to travel down the road easier. Well, we got the racks done. Like I said, a little more modification around that steam table, but I think overall it's going to be good. But we've been wondering, well, where we're going to put our knives and stuff like that. So we got this magnetic knife holder. We're going to stick to the wall right back here. Let's get that done. There you go, got a place for the knives now. And one reason we chose, I know everybody's like, oh, it's behind the steam table, it's wherever. We wanted it where it's out of kind of safety's sake, it's kind of out of the way. If it does fall, if something was to happen, the knives is not right there to be hit easily. So yeah, you have to reach for it, I understand that. But you can't really just get cut by this by accident. And that is something we're trying to take into consideration, is the overall flow of the kitchen and how things are organized or whatever. So we're trying to get this organized the way we think it needs to be for us. While we're over here by this knife holder, I want to show you my smart wife took an extra shelf right here that we had extra and put it up right here beside the steam table so stuff can't accidentally fall off of this shelf into the steam table. This shelf here is going to be all the baskets and stuff, so stuff's really not going to fall out of there accidentally. But we don't know what's going to be here, but we don't want it to fall into the steam table, so she was smart to put that there. So we have them other shelving units put in. These came with the trailer, and as you can see, they're already full, of course. We're going to probably move all these condiments and stuff over to the other shelving. But we do have this bare wall right here that, well, we have room for a shelf on. So I think we're going to put this one up right there. Let's see. I think right about there ought to be good. There you go. Nice sturdy shelf. Didn't have it before, now we do. Well, so now and I keep on saying we, my wife's out here too. She's helping me with a lot of this. And as you know in past videos, she does not like to be on video, but she is here helping out. But anyhow, we now are going to try to organize a lot of this stuff, all this junk you see on here. So we're going to get that done and just see how this turns out. Okay. Well, we've been playing around. As you see, we have some bungee cords right here. And then my wife figured out a pretty decent way to keep things on the shelf as we go down the road. I'm not sure how much it'd shift anyhow, but hey, you never can tell. I think we're going to zip tie these to the racks themselves. And this way, like I was saying, all your sauces and stuff and your seasonings will stay put as you're traveling. So yeah, things are starting to come together here. I'm starting to like how things are looking. Well, for the most part, I think we got most everything organized. Still a few little things to iron out, but most of it's done. We got the shelf installed over here, and these bins here secured now. Everything's secure. The rack is good and secured to the wall. We actually freed up some space in here. Still, probably, move these trays around somewhere else, whatever. We're going to secure these bins down to the countertop right here. But overall, and we're also going to put a top over this. We're going to put a top over that because the air curtain right here will blow down into this. But we're going to make us a top. We've already measured it and tried it out and see what we like. We're going to get some contact paper, make it look pretty. But either way, we are going to put a top over these bins here. But I think it's going to be really good and convenient for us to have it right here at the serving windows. We can just put this in the trays as we need to. But speaking of which, we also put this in now. We're building or making partitions, dividers to go in these drawers, and that's where we're going to keep the salad dressings and just odd and other stuff. And some more, we have more utensils and stuff here. Now we found these at Harbor Freight right here. These are like work glove dispensers. They are magnetic. So we can take this off here and we can stick it right there on the wall if we wanted to. One to hold our wax paper, one to hold our gloves. We're thinking for right now that on top of this sandwich prep station right here will be a good place for them. But the biggest change is taking out that warming cabinet and putting in these shelves over here. As you see, they're good and sturdy, not going anywhere. We got all these bins tie wrapped down now, bungee cords everywhere to hold stuff in place. And we got our frying oil back there. We have all our condiments, just different things. Here's some sauces and seasonings, and we're thinking we can put the bread up here and back here. So, and of course nacho chips there. And like I said, we're gonna work on probably put a piece of metal flashing through here to guard against the heat coming off this steam table. But overall, this food trailer has come a long, long way from when we first bought it. Like I said, be sure to go back and check out that playlist because this has really, really changed. So that's going to do it for this vlog as far as, getting organized, getting set up. You see what we have, we see what we've done. If you have any comments, I'm always open for suggestions from other people who run food trucks and trailers. I'm new at this, so any suggestions is very, very welcome. I'm trying to utilize, we are trying to utilize every inch of available space that we can. Speaking of that, let me show you one last thing. When I was telling you about utilizing space, there's the dead space between this back door and the refrigerator here. So we decided that's a good place to hang up our brooms and stuff. So we installed a little broom holder here where we can just hang our brooms up here. There's really not a whole lot you can do with this space, so we figured it's a great place for the brooms. So yeah, that's a good example of how we're trying to utilize every available inch of real estate on this trailer we can get. Because we're learning very quickly, every inch really matters. Every little space, nook and cranny on here really makes a difference about how to store things. And that we're learning that quickly, we really are. And that's where a lot of y'all can come in and help us out. Any advice, any recommendations, anything from people who's run a food truck and trailers before, it's all welcome. Please help us out. I think we're doing pretty good, honestly. And I've taken a lot of your advice in the past. So keep it coming. We would appreciate that. But we are planning a first cook starting tomorrow, actually. I'm going to cook for family and friends just here at the house. I'm not going to pull the trailer anywhere. We are going to just fire the equipment up. We've never cooked on it before. We fired it up to clean, but we've never used it as far as cooking. So tomorrow, we're going to break everything in, see how it works, see how things go. And that's going to be the real test. So we're going to try that out. But with that, I need to get off here because it's getting kind of late and getting to bed. But I want to thank Mr. Beast and Shopify for really, really stepping up and helping this dream come true. Without you, we would be nowhere where we're at right now. So thank you so much. And I want to thank each and every one of you out there for your support and watching these videos, commenting, everything you're doing. And this is where it's getting us to. So thank you too. With that, I got to get off here. See you next time.